My name is Lyon Terry. I'm a fourth grade teacher at Lyon Elementary School. I'm a National Board Certified teacher, and I'm the 2015 Washington State Teacher of the Year. I want my kids to have a growth mindset, and I want them to think that every day they're going to come to school and they're going to learn something new. And every day is a new challenge for them in school. You'll see it when I teach. I'm constantly moving around the classroom. I'll teach for a brief amount of time, and then I'll move around the classroom and sit down next to kids and investigate what they know and think about what is their next step. The standards tell me the basic skills that kids need to know. How to teach those standards is my job to figure out, and that's the curriculum. Thinking about that progression that the students are on and thinking about what is that next step in the progression. I do feel the standards are well organized that way so that I can see that progression for them. If I can find out that what do they need to know part, then I can pass that on to next year's teacher, or I can use that in my own instruction to help these kids achieve the standards that they need. And I think the Smarter Balanced Assessment has the possibility of better meeting the needs of our students, because a lot of times throughout, we're giving little assessments, formative assessments, and at the end it would be like a summative assessment to figure out, okay, have they learned those standards? Did our teaching work? And if it didn't, we're going to change that teaching up to do it in a better way so the kids will get those basic skills again. The standard is more like a gradation and a line, like I like to call it with my students, and we talk about always moving up that learning line. And so I do have the standards as a benchmark, but then there's always more to learn. And I think that's important across the board so that we have that sense of at every school, kids are achieving, and at every school, kids are growing and learning. When we look at the Smarter Balanced Assessment this year, I have to give 4 assessments. For the average kid, it took 1.5 to 2 hours, maybe a little less. But when you talk about 8 hours of 180 days, it just doesn't seem like a whole lot to me. I have not yet had a conversation with a parent who was concerned about the testing. I did have one parent who kind of wanted more information about what the assessments were going to look like, and when I explained it, that there were 4 tests and they'd take about 1.5 to 2 hours each, she was fine with that. It's about the wider education community. Like, I want all 4th graders in the state, all 4th graders in our country, to know how to write with paragraphs. And I think that's the power of the standards, to be able to say, okay, whether you're in Seattle or whether you're in Spokane or whether you're in Walla Walla or Tonasket, you're going to learn in 4th grade how to write with paragraphs, or how to find the theme of a story or a poem or a play. When we know that that's happening throughout our state, then we know we're creating citizens for our state that are going to be successful.